Hello, welcome to Pen Positive. I am Vinod and I have with me
Rahi, hello.
Rahi. Rahi is my son.
Yes.
Yes. So I thought we should have conversations because I've had two conversations with Rahi too, right? We had a conversation about learning computers and about animation, two conversations till now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So there are people who have told that we should have more conversations, and we thought we will take a topic that is very relevant:
Yes.
college. Rahi is going to get into junior high
Yeah.
and
Junior year.
junior
High
years.
school.
High school, junior.
Junior high means middle school.
Okay, junior high means middle school, and junior means in high school in the 11th grade.
Yes.
Right? That's what it's getting into. So, obviously, this is a time when people talk about colleges, and some kids worry about college, some parents worry about college and their kids. And we thought that would be a good time to chat.
Yeah.
So I don't want this conversation to be a dad-son conversation, and the reason I thought we'll record is because that'll take the dad element out of me.
Okay.
Okay, so and you can be your own. I mean, you can say anything,
Right.
what you think about college.
Right.
So first question is that why do you think people need to go to college?
Well, here's the thing. One thing is, okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to going into college, many people are like, oh, if I go to college, I'll be able to get a good job, okay? But it's like some jobs are like, sorry, you don't have any experience with the work, so you can't do it. But I also know people go to college just so they can take a more step into adulthood, and they'll be able to find the career choice. Because like when you're in high school, you don't technically know what you want to do until like senior year, but like you still don't, like, you know what you want to do for college, but you don't know what you want to do as a career just yet.
Okay, so if I understand correct, one is that you going to college, you hope that you would be able to get a job
Yeah.
because you have a college, you complete your college, you have better chance of getting a job.
Yes.
I have a question there, but I'll come to that.
Okay.
But the second thing is that it's the way that you can get into adulthood, because by doing a college, before doing a college, you wouldn't know exactly whether you like something or not, right? So obviously that would be one reason. So two reasons that you think college is important.
Yeah.
Why is a job important?
I mean, in order to make money,
Why do you need to make money?
so you can get the basic necessities like food and like also like cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies, food. Right? That's okay. So two necessities that Rahi thinks is
And
food.
also, if you make enough money, like enough money to buy a house. But the thing is that in California, the average like cost is like 700,000.
Now it's about $1 million plus. 700,000, yes, you can get, but I think even
think-
more than that.
I
Yeah.
think the cheapest one is somewhere in Bakersfield. That's like 400,000.
Oh, in Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, yeah.
So you've been looking at that also because
Yeah.
of that conversation that we had a few days
Sure.
back. Okay, no. But yes, I mean it's good to know how much things cost and to know what we want in life, so we know exactly what kind of job and how much we want and what we want and everything, right? So that's for a different day. But today the focus is on college. So yes, I think you have a valid point. One is that to get a job,
Yeah.
most of the people, if you won't get a job, then why would you even want to go to college, right?
Yeah.
Then you can go and learn. So there was a time when we could only go to college and learn. There was no other way of learning.
Yeah.
But now you have courses, now you have internet. You learned your ventriloquism not by going into a college, but
Yeah.
watching YouTube.
Yeah.
There are people who have mastered certain skills by online courses, and
Yeah.
but even then, so I'll give you, I'll tell you what my problem is, my worry is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's a worry that I have that might not be a worry that I should have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a view of the world,
Yeah.
and you are building your view of the world,
Right.
right? But I place you in my view of the world.
Right.
So you are not in your view of the world, you're in my view of the world.
Right.
So this is how I look at the world, and this is where Rahi sits in my.
Right.
But actually, you're sitting here with your own view of the world.
Right.
Okay, there might be similarities and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would always look at you like how I would look at my world.
Right.
When I look at future, what I see, what I think I should see, what I think I should have known when I was your age, that is how I would, and that would mean that I would try to impose on you,
Right.
making you do certain things and tell you that this is how it has to be thought
Right.
and everything. So that is a problem that will be there because you're building your view of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot get into your view of world and tell you exactly what would be good for you.
Yeah.
So there is always a limitation whenever I say something.
Yeah.
Now the worry that comes is that and I know you have a lot of interest.
Right.
And my thought is that will that interest allow him or enable him to get a job? Because I know if you don't get a job, we don't have a lot of money that can take care of people without doing jobs, right?
Yeah.
So you need to, yes, now we are working, we have a house, you have a place to stay, that's always there, that's there. But still, you want to do something in your life. You want to go ahead. You might have some interest that I don't have, and you might want that.
Right.
So getting a job, and I don't even know if that's important. That's why I'm asking. I'm not even saying that a job is important. I'm not even saying that you need a house. None of that things. I'm not saying that those are needed.
Mm-hmm.
But in my view of the world, those are all needed.
Right.
In your view of the world, maybe there are people who just travel, who don't need a house. There are a lot of people in this world who don't buy a house.
Right.
They think that they can always rent.
Right.
And there are people who don't work, they only do business.
Right.
There are people who are artists and people who would just do art, right? So that is my worry. What should I do?
Why are you asking me this?
No, because I'm worrying about this, and I'm thinking, do you have a solution for my worry?
I think the only person that can come up with a solution is you. If it's your worry, then it's something that you have to do.
Okay, how do we do it? So this is the thing. Okay, I know some kind of college and career and things that I'm aware of.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not aware of every kind of opportunity out there.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the way that we could find out all those opportunities? Because at the end of the day, what I want is I want you to be happy.
Right.
How do you become happy? Let me put it this way, and I want you to give a chance for you to talk because I'm talking to you and I'm doing the majority of talking. So say that you're now 16 years old. Say that you are 30 years old. What do you think? Forget about what job that you are in. You sleepy?
You woke me up this morning.
Okay. Okay. So don't think about college. Don't think about work. Don't think about job. You're 30 years old.
Right.
You're given the choice. You have this life which you really want.
Mm-hmm.
That's the life that you have when you're 30.
Yeah.
What will you be doing? What all would you be doing?
That's the hard thing. So here's the thing. I have 4 types of interests that I really have. Theater, animation, singing, and ventriloquism. Okay? So I think I have this plan. I don't know if I will do this when I'm 30, but I think I will try to get some sort of job at an animation studio. That's what I want. And then when it comes to theater, maybe in my spare time, I can do community theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do something with that. the thing is that with community theater, it's like with adults and like.
But at 30, you are an adult.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, when it comes into community theater, it's with more people, and also, I never tried community theater before, and I want to try that. And then when it comes to singing, maybe I could try to write a few songs. I tried writing songs in 4th grade. That did not work, but I can still try to work something when I'm 30. And then when it comes to ventriloquism, I can still post on YouTube.
Okay. So if I try to package that,
Yes.
Having a job in an animation studio or something related to animation.
Yeah.
So a job related to animation is something that you would like.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And now we have to see is that job going to provide for you for your basic necessities of cleaning supplies and,
okay, it doesn't say how much you make.
no, we don't know, because at the age of 30, when that comes, you might need more money than what you need now.
Yeah.
So, but is there a potential to earn is the question. When you say job,
Yeah.
there are few things in job. One is you should love doing the job. It shouldn't be a dreadful thing for you.
Yeah.
And then it should provide for you what is needed for you to live.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money, unless you are this very money conscious person that you want to be having a lot of money and fancy cars and all those things. If that's your choice, that's a different thing. If that's not your choice, then you should have money to provide for yourself and then save enough for a rainy day, or when you get older, you want to do something else. You should have money enough to live. Even if you lose your job,
Yeah.
you should have some money to live, right? You can't go ahead and ask people for money. So you should be able to take care of yourself and save. So that's a job, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that we should probably be looking at is animation. Now, again, we're not talking about college. We started, but college, we're not talking. But from a job perspective. So that's a job. Makes sense. Perfect sense. And then theater, community theater. Okay. If you're not looking at earning from theater, you can do a lot of things in theater.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you will start earning also. I don't know. There might be a potential that as part of animation, theater and voice acting has similarities. So there is a potential for that as well. Then you don't know how animation is going to change in the future, where theater and animation and all these things can get
right
together. You don't know. So theater. Then the other thing was singing, right?
Yeah.
You can write songs, and if you figure out that you don't want to sing, you can write songs for others, provided you write good songs.
True.
Or you can continue that as a passion. And who knows, maybe that passion will build into another source of income or something like that for you, right? Then the fourth one is ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Which you're doing it on YouTube. You could continue to do that. You could also have your own show.
That's true.
You could go.
I can go on tour.
Yeah, you can go on tour. You can go to corporate. So if you look at companies around the world,
yeah.
So they have these employee events. So if you can create ventriloquism that is related to office fun things, now you don't know about it, because now the ventriloquism that you make is about school and about studies and about shows and about all those things, right?
Yeah.
Once you start working in an office, you will interact with people, and there is a corporate details. Those are the things that you would probably make ventriloquism on at that point.
Right.
So there's a potential. So it's a good thing to know. I did not have any idea of what I wanted to do when I was 16.
Yeah.
So when I took college, I think there were 3 reasons at that time people take college. One was that they didn't have another choice. What can I do other than doing college?
Right.
Another thing was, as you said, getting a job.
Yeah.
That reason. Third thing is that, yes, I like this. So I want to learn more about it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anything that I liked that I wanted to learn more.
Right. The thing is that with college, I was talking about Ria, my sister, about it. And she basically has said in college, you don't have much freedom, but you have more freedom than you do in high school. Because here's the thing. When you're in college, you're technically an adult, but you're also technically not. You're in between.
Okay.
So I think that's why many people would like how you said, "Oh, this is fun," because you're like on your own, and it feels more, I guess, liberating.
And and is that what you think about college? Is that what entices you? What makes you feel good about college? Is it because that you don't have any freedom at home and now you get a lot of freedom?
Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to college, I mean, it's a much bigger playground to be in because the thing is that in high school, it's still kind of like middle school and elementary. Like you're still going to classes, you're still doing that and all. But when it comes to college, I feel like that's just more difficult, I think. Because, and I mean, I don't know how college is gonna go. All I heard is that from Ria, just like saying, "Oh yeah, my roommates are cool except for one. Oh yeah, I'm fine with the college. My classes are so hard. Oh yeah, I have so much freedom." So
Okay,
it's
I get
a
it.
very in between.
Okay, I get it. So now there is an interesting thing that you said just now.
Hmm.
You know what that was?
No, I was talking a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So you said that the college is a bigger playground.
Yeah,
That's a very interesting way to look at it. Not just college, even the world being a playground.
that's gonna be very, very hard.
No, but playground means there is play, there is fun. There is not just serious things, right?
Right.
So when you do animation, you have fun with it,
Yeah.
right? When you do ventriloquism, you have fun with it. When you
Yeah.
do theater, you have fun with it. When you sing, you have fun with it.
The thing is that when it comes to the passions that I like, I do have fun doing them. But in the back of my head, I know that there's other stuff that's like looming over me that I do not
Yes.
like.
For me, what I've figured out is that I have a lot of passions, but whenever I try to make that passion my income activity,
Mm-hmm.
I lose the passion.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean it won't. That's the way you should be looking at it. That is why I look at it. So that's again what I said. My view of the world. Oh, passion, good. You have to keep the passion, but you should always have some other job that need not necessarily be your passion that will take care of you. That's my view of the world. But
That's the thing. When it gets to passion, like for one example, one person used to go to Ringling College of Art and Design. They graduated and like on the side for a side project they did YouTube and they posted their first ever animated video. Now people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, are you happy?" But the truth was they were not because many of her friends would go to animation studios, but she was stuck at home and it got to the point where she was being pulled in so many directions. People were saying you should do an office job and it's like, "Oh no, you should open your own studio." And it got to the point where her anxiety got the better of her.
got it. Because see, we all can get confused, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation because college can be very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Not just for you. If there are parents or kids listening to it, I think you need to move a bit to the side. I didn't even look over there. So I think it can get confusing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is expensive,
Yeah.
right? So you don't want to go to college and learn something that you really don't want to learn, right?
Yeah.
Why would you go to college unless there is a valid reason? Why would you go to college,
Yeah.
right? So that's where it's important for us to really, for everyone, parents and kids, to have the conversation to see what is good. But I think from what you said, it's a good start that you have four things that you at 16 you feel that this is four things that you would potentially like to do when you're 30. Maybe you will have more interest. Maybe some of these things you might not have interest at that time. Whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to at least have some vision of what is happening maybe 14 years from now, right?
Yeah.
And then you can say, okay, right, animation is good. That's one thing where you want to have a job. So then learning animation, what are the colleges that you can go to learn animation? And to learn animation and get a job in animation, what are the things that you need to learn? There are things you can learn from college. There are things that you can learn earlier. you don't even have to get to college to start learning, because you do animation now. Maybe in your junior year, or once the vacation starts, we should start getting serious about animation
Yeah.
with the fund, but at least invest in some tools, start doing it, maybe do some online course, try to find out, connect with other animators, do the stuff.
The thing is that for animation as of nowadays, people are now using Adobe Animate, not sponsored. But the thing is that when it comes to Adobe Animate, it's an actual software, but the thing is that with softwares comes viruses, and when viruses come, the whole thing crashes. And when the software crashes, that means, like, here's the thing, okay? For many animators, like on YouTube or even in big animation studios, if the software crashes, then that means that that means all your work that you did will be gone.
Yes, I know. But you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So you won't be the single. If something of there are many tools and softwares to protect, security softwares that can protect viruses. So you don't have to worry about that. Don't let your dreams be eaten by viruses. Don't worry about that. If there happens a virus, so then the company that you mentioned, they do everything that they should do to keep their environments, their software safe. Companies that you work have a lot of tools that will keep. There's a whole area called software security, where people work on making sure that softwares and environments and internet and everything is secure. So there are a lot of people that by itself is an area. So don't worry about that. But yes, there are people who use bigger tools than the kind of free version that you use right now.
Yeah.
So that's one thing from my end. We'll make sure that we'll buy something and make sure that you can get a student discount because as a student, and all these tools have a student discounted version of the product, so you can start using it. So we have a deal there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then probably you need to figure out to select a few colleges where there are good animation programs. See what are the requirements for that. Find where you want to go and study. You want to be near around where we live, or you want to get as far away from us or not. That's your choice. But trying to find that earlier, knowing about it, I think that would help. So I think we think. Do you think that we have a direction to move forward?
I think so, but there is a chance that the direction will change.
Yes, directions change.
Yeah.
But at least if you don't have any direction to go, you will sit in your chair. You go in a certain direction, you learn new things, you might change your direction. You might find something that is more interesting and you might change. But at least that's a good direction, because that's the same thing that happened with Ria. She wanted the direction of biochemistry and all those things, and then she went and finally she got into computers, and then she moved to economics.
Right.
And as part of job, she came back to the computer industry.
Right.
Right. So that you can, but at any point, you should have a direction.
Yeah.
That can change. But that's how life is.
Yeah.
When I say this is what you're going to 30, you might be doing totally different things when you're 30.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Okay. Then my question would be, you talked about freedom. What do you think is freedom?
I think
Or should we talk on a different day about freedom?
Sure.
Okay. So we will have a topic next. Think about it. Think what freedom is as an individual, as a person in the society, as a person working in a company, studying in school, in college. What does freedom mean? And we'll have a discussion another week.
Okay.
Is that a good conversation? Do you think that conversation was, those who listened, did it benefit? They won't say anything.
I know. They can comment.
They can comment, yes. So thanks for listening. And Rahi has his YouTube channel as well,
Yes.
where he does his stuff.
I do ventriloquism and animations. I'm working on my very own animation series, Chris and the Dark Side. The trailer is going to come out a bit later because of school and all, but it will come out soon. And if you'd like to stick with me and Chris in his dark journey, then please subscribe.
Yes, I'll give the link to that. So you can go and search for Rahi Vinod, rahivinod.com, and that would take you to his blog. And from the blog, you can go to the YouTube channel as well, or Rahi Vinod on YouTube. You should be able to get it.
Yes, it's the one with 3 puppets and me.
Yeah, one with 3 puppets and me. No, you. Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.